My name is Duddy, Saddle Builds and Stuff. Look at the state of this grenade here. Watch how fast this comes back. That bad boy is absolutely incredible. This is to do with the Eyes of Tomorrow. This recently got a catalyst that gives you Demolitionist and Blast Distributor. But we'll also be pairing it up with the 4-piece gear set from Prophecy, which also gives you grenade damage boost, and it also gives you grenade recharge rate. So in short, basically, we'll take a look at Eyes of Tomorrow's catalyst, which gives you grenade damage and grenade recharge rate, and then the 4-piece bonus from Prophecy, which does exactly the same thing. So stay with me, I will break this video down. Eyes of Tomorrow, you get this from DSC, the final boss drop, Tanix, solar rocket launcher, exotic, adaptive ordnance, defeating 4 or more combatants in a single volley, increases the damage and the next volley, and refunds ammo. So if you get, I think it's 4 or 5 kills, I think, you're going to get a damage boost, the adaptive ordnance, which is about 35% extra damage, I believe, and then you also get 1 refilled into the magazine. So if you just take a look at that ammo and the adaptive ordnance, that's what happens when you get, I think it's 3 or 4, maybe 4 kills, I think it is, can't remember if I'm wrong, but you get ammo back and you get that adaptive ordnance. And then the catalyst now, kills with this weapon generate grenade energy, which is basically demolitionist, and it also reloads the weapon from reserves. And then Blast Distributor, we're going to take a look at that one in a moment. So this is without any sort of gear set or anything like that on. Just watch my grenade recharge rate here. Demolitionist, it's okay. I mean, it's not incredible, but it's pretty decent. But if you had the 4-piece gear set from Prophecy, I did a whole video on this. I'll link that video if you want a more in-depth guide on it. But basically, you get final blows with light weapons, which grant light polarity, which grants a grenade stat damage bonus, and a dark polarity will give you melee stat damage bonus. It's a roughly between 20 and 23% damage increase. That's what you get on your melee and your grenades. And then the 4-piece bonus, final blows with light weapons, grants additional grenade energy, and final blows with dark or kinetic, grants you melee energy. Then you also get a period of damage resistance if you switch between light and dark weapons. Obviously, Eyes of Tomorrow is a light weapon, so we're going to get a damage boost on the 2-piece for our grenades, and we'll also get grenade recharge rate on top of the demolitionist. Now, I've got the 4-piece gear set on. Now, watch what happens with my grenade. The difference is absolutely huge. An instant grenade, pretty much, of 4 or 5 kills, which is pretty decent for this rocket launcher. So it's really good. Again, the 4-piece gear set on top of that with the demolitionist from the Eyes of Tomorrow, a pretty nice little combo if you want to use Eyes of Tomorrow now. Still, I've always liked this weapon. I think the changes are pretty good. And then lastly, it's got Blast Distributor, dealing splash damage with this weapon. Also grants a bonus to grenade stat. Now, the 2-piece bonus from Prophecy also gives you about 20%, 23% extra damage. And this will give you 10 grenade stat per hit. So you can get up to 5. So you're going to be doing quite a lot of damage with your grenades and getting loads of grenade recharge rate. So just to clarify, the 2-piece bonus on Prophecy will give you about 20 to 23% extra damage on your grenades, and then the Blast Distributor will also give you plus 50 if you get all stacks like so. So 3 grenades basically, and a free damage boost on your grenades. Now, just for an example, if you run it on a hunter with Trip Mines or Gunpowder Gamble, getting an extra damage on your Trip Mines, especially your Gunpowder Gamble, is absolutely nuts. The Gunpowder Gamble already hits really hard, and if you can imagine all them stat bonuses to that. And again, just for an example, if you're running Trip Mines, sometimes you may not have a Trip Man, you may have 4 or 5 ads are running around. Just pull your Eyes of Tomorrow out, and you're going to get an instant grenade back, pretty much, because this does kill things in most content. It sort of still struggles a little bit in the really end game stuff, but it's still really good for sort of minus 30 to minus 40 stuff. I found pretty solid. And then also you get that extra damage on the Eyes of Tomorrow as well from the adaptive ordnance. Let me know what you guys think. Is it a good change? I mean, it's a good pairing for me. If you've got the armor set laying about, it boosts all demolitionist weapons, obviously, or pugilist weapons and things like that. Extra damage on your Gunpowder Gamble, why not? And free ammo returns. Pretty good weapon now, guys. If you get hold of it, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.